Is it working? Or is it still going all crazy?
No, it says live in 4 hours.
It's just that you are fighting against so many people right now. The only other way that I can see that you can get some kind of traction on this would be to do it.
Yeah. Well, this one said scheduled for 6 p.m. So.
That's the only
But then it says live in 4 hours, April 14th, 11 p.m.
I can see that you would have a chance. Even tweaking the keywords and all that, it's just getting absolutely slammed. I mean, I don't think I've seen something
It's literally
like this. Because all these videos. Now, if you take a look at people that did shit like 3 or 4 weeks ago, they're in the tens of thousands of views.
nothing.
Oh, now it says you're live.
Okay.
This was a week ago.
Now you're live. You might be able to actually get into your chat now.
16,000 3 weeks ago, 53,000 a week ago. But now they're not getting anything because they're so deep in the search now that nobody will watch it. Yeah, man. I mean, but again, you still don't know. I mean, you can still market it. You can still charge enough traffic to it. You know, it's a great video. It's just rough right now. In that category, that's rough, man. Because that was a really well put video. That's a really rough video. But you're still at 102 views in 2 days. So I mean, that's not bad. I mean, if you want to feel shitty, try being somebody who's advanced in SEO and having 3 videos back to back to back fucking fire. Like bomb bad.
I mean, I don't know if the video is buffering or if it's just
this right here, this shit, the stream that I'm doing right now got more views than both of those videos combined than I did this last week. I suck ass last week. It happened. It just, yeah. It was, you know, and you go, oh, okay, I fucked up. What can I do that? This right here, I mean, if I don't know how much you're in pop culture and trends, but I mean,
on my phone it's buffering.
Here, let me show you something. Let me show you something. I don't know if you use Google Trends, but I'm going to try that because you're normal and you're in the age bracket where pop culture and trending stuff is really big. And so
it says there's 2 people in here. I said welcome to her. Is everybody guess they're just gonna hide?
I don't know if you've seen it before, Jim, but I'll show you. Is that you can actually go through and go to what's currently trending.
It's Sean's jokes.
And you can actually do what is real.
Hey, what's up, John?
Right, so
checking out some Radix.
Right now, what's taking off? So now you're within 24 hours of something that's been taking off, and you can definitely try to find something that may fit what you're looking for. You know, again, depending on how you want to market it, but you can take a look. I mean, I don't know what the hell this is, but this is extraordinary, man.
Oh no, it's freaking buffering again.
Right? And you can just kind of go from there. And you can find something that maybe something you want to do something on.
There's a lot of people streaming too, so it's okay. A lot of people streaming too, so that happens.
You know, another good thing, because I know that you like to talk about trending things,
Oh. I guess that mic wasn't turned on. Sorry, guys. I thought that was already turned on there. My bad.
Giggity.
Giggity giggity. Giggity goo. Alright. So I'm basically building this up in layers here. As you guys can see, with the headband kind of in the works here. You got the character Raditz in the works, the hair in the back, and it's all built up in these different layers so that I can actually create an animation for it. So for example, I could literally pretty much animate this for you as it is, right? I mean, if I were to blow it up, that is would probably be a little bit easier. There we go, right? So now you kind of got like this wavy look, right? You could take this thing, you could take the headband here, right? You could do the same sort of thing with it, right? And you go keyframe by keyframe. Obviously, I gotta merge these two layers down together, but which I will do right now. So if you guys ever want to be able to merge layers, you just right-click on the layer that you're on, and you'll see an option down there. You have one that's for flatten image. That will actually bring everything all into one picture. But if you were to just merge down, you're only going to be merging with that one that was below it. And underneath this layer right over here, so I'm going to hide all these guys. So this is how it all started out with. Just this. This was just to get my basic form. That line work that I put on there, all this was actually not even I actually screwed that up. This layer here is actually just meant for all the greens and blues and all the weird kind of colors to go on there. And this is basically just so I can set up my actual structure of the person, right? So, you know, if I were to draw a person right now in here and a face, you don't really have to go all that fancy with it, right? I mean, this is not meant to be fancy when you're designing. This is just so you can actually get a structure to it. You know what you're doing, right? You have something to build off of, right? And these lines right here that I put in here, yeah, I can actually put these in a different color so that you can see them a little bit easier. Something that'll stand out. Let's see here. Let's go with a red. Yeah, these lines in here, these are indicators of where the eyes and the mouth are going to be, or at least roughly where they're going to go. So for building up a face, right, and this is obviously on a bit of an angle here, you can kind of find that center point in there. And remember, you don't have to be fancy. This is not going to be your final result. No one's going to see that in the end, right? It does not matter at all. You can even really help yourself if you want for that effect, that 3D effect of what you're doing there. So you can connect it with dots, and that would already kind of has this sort of three-dimensional sort of look to it. And now you're already setting yourself up. So I can actually bring in a new color here now. I'll go with the purple. And see, now this is my indicator where my eyes are and my nose. So if I were to choose this as, let's say, the eyebrow, the beginning of the eyebrow, go down like this, okay? And I put my nose in here. So now the mouth needs to move down. So this indicator line, you can take that red one, you can figure out exactly where you want it to go. Everything is really according up to you, and especially based on the design, because this is only a manga design. If you guys were to draw a Simpsons, Family Guy, or something else, I mean, look at Toon Raccoons. Hers is totally different too, right? So now this is about where I want my mouth now. So here we're just going to simply throw in some kind of a little indicator of where that mouth is going to go. And now we have sort of a structure of our face. And depending on where that jaw is, I mean, this guy could have a, I mean, geez, this guy could have a huge jaw for all we know, right? This guy could have a, this guy could have a bum chin like this, okay? I mean, that, okay, maybe not like that. Maybe more of a square bum chin, okay?
You got a couple of comments.
Do I? Yeah. Thank you guys. I really appreciate all that. Right? Maybe he even has a little goatee on it. Who knows, right? This guy's just got some weird stuff going on with him. We don't know why he does. Okay, he's got really weird looking ears too. Right? And he's one of those guys that got those spacers in the ears, and then they just got too big, and he had to take them out. And now he's got these big earlobes, so they're just kind of drooped down like this. Yeah.
Balchinian, Jacob says.
A Balchinian, yeah, it became a Balchinian, right? And this is not going to affect my actual Raditz drawing in any way, shape, or form, right? If anyone is kind of curious. So let's actually create this stupid little character here that I've just done, just to show you guys step by step and kind of how you can do it. So here I got my brush tool. We're going to go to black. We're going to set this up to, I think 7's a little too high. Let's go to 4 or 5. Let's see here. 5 actually will work. So yeah, well, I'm actually going to give this is not going to be anime. We're going to change it up. So we're going to give this guy, I can tell that's where the nose is going to be. So I'm going to give him just some kind of a funny little nose here. Right? And his eyes, so his eyebrows are right there, but I want his eyebrows to be raised, because this is going to be more of a cartoony sort of look for him, so he's going to have these big, huge, massive eyes. Right? He's a bit of a weirdo. And he's always looking all over the place, too, for some reason. Freaks a lot of people out. We don't know why his eyes are like that. He doesn't know why. But he's actually a really happy guy, though. I mean, look at that smile. Gonna give him a nice little, it's starting to look like Homer Simpson. A demented Homer Simpson. Uh-oh, what am I drawing here? I have no idea what I'm doing. But this is kind of fun. Look at these earlobes. I'm sorry, but if anyone has earlobes like that, it scares me. Freaks me out. Just like people who tattoo their eyeballs. I mean, it's cool and everything, but it just freaks me out. You look like a child of the corn or something, you know? Look at this little crazy little hair he's got going on here, too. Oh, yeah. Look at this character. This guy's awesome. And now for the best part, the chin. Oh, no, I can't make it look like a you-know-what. Oh, no, it really is starting to look like it. I can't do... Oh, no. I might have to... okay. Yeah, we're going to change... I don't know. I don't know what to do with this chin now. We'll do it. We'll keep a block style. Just for fun. That way it doesn't look like... yeah. Man, this guy is just kind of like a modern day hipster. It's one missing tooth in there too. Oh yeah, buddy. Look at this character. This guy's awesome. This guy's awesome. I mean, would you not want to go and hang out with this guy and have a beer with him?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right? Who wouldn't want to have a beer with this guy? That is not Dragon Ball Z, guys, but this is for the billet army. Oh, Jacob. I love Jacobs.
Yeah. Boy, TGS says he died briefly, lol.
Back to DBZ. Alright, so I kind of want to keep this little creation here, so I'm literally going to actually keep this creation. Because it's too awesome. We're going to call this
Jacob says
Billet
LMAO,
Army Man.
it's
The
perfect.
Billet Army Man. I don't know.
Okay. Jacob says LMAO, it's perfect.
Well, it just shows too, you don't know, I don't always just draw anime. It is fun to do, but really it's not actually my specialty, anime and manga style. It's more like, if you notice, my Dark World stuff is actually quite different. Oh, and we have green marks on Raditz's face.
Oh, no.
We have green marks on Raditz's face. Green marks on Raditz's face. Can we get rid of green marks on Raditz's
Jacob
face?
says he cleans up good.
Alright, we're gonna try and erase some green weird line. There we go. Okay. Now I always get Geno to do all the line work on here. Or not the line work, the coloring work, right? Because for anyone who, I guess when I was explaining all this, the mic wasn't on, so Geno is the one who does all the line work for me.
Color work.
Oh my gosh, sorry. Where's my head? My head is actually in the drawing, and I should just be focusing on the chat for a second. Okay, hold on. Yeah, she does all the color work for me, and it all kind of started when I noticed that she was just coloring in a coloring book, and she told me that, I'm not artistic at all, and I just do this for fun. I've never thought of myself as an artist or incorporate myself in projects like that. So I kind of took it upon myself to let her use some really nice professional markers, and she instantly fell in love with it. And so after giving her a couple of techniques and showing her the ropes a little bit, and she picked it up so quick. And to think that, after all this time of her not thinking to herself, oh, yeah, I can't do this, I can't do that, and blah, 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 blah. And you never actually push yourself to try, and you learn a couple little techniques, and now all of a sudden, it's becoming second nature to you, right? Sometimes you never know, people, that,
Jacob's hitting out.
right? See you, Jacob. Thanks for coming in. But yes, guys, sometimes you never know what you're really capable of until you really actually go ahead and do it. And don't be afraid to find the tools and ask for the help necessary to get you started in it, right? I mean, Jen is literally, you can go and rewatch all the Dragon Ball art shows. You can go and rewatch Dragon Ball Sinister, right? Dark World, even, right? Guess who does the color work for it? It's not me anymore. I don't do that stuff anymore. I can do it. But it's Geno, and I am so proud and amazed at how far she's come within just a year, right? And so I'm gonna probably leave up the coloring for her. I know she's not too used to using a Mac. I don't know if you want to try to use this one or not. Okay, so we'll actually try to set this. We'll try to set up a streaming or an encoder on her laptop, so that she can show you guys the ins and outs of coloring, right? Might be a little bit more exciting than watching the line work go on there and stuff. You actually see the whole picture come out as one. I could do the coloring work for you guys, but I think I'm just gonna leave that for a couple of the Dark World photos, like the last one that I did there, to do full out renders. So, with that being said, guys, I will head out, and yeah, I'll do another stream in a little bit with some actual animation going. I'll show you guys kind of the ins and outs and the do's and don'ts of working on Pencil 2D, this program right here. And this is the animator program that me and Geno use. If you want to see an example of what the animation can look like in it, I suggest going to watch the Dragon Ball Art Show episode 4, there's a little tiny segment in there of extra animation, and that is actually all done on here. So it's really amazing. I mean, we can actually make it look pretty much legit like the anime, and for us, for I mean, especially for me, having grown up always wanting to animate all the time, this is sort of a little dream come true, and I kind of wish I'd got started on it when I was a little bit younger, but you know, everything happens for a reason, and I'm glad I'm here now. So I'm glad you guys are here. So with that being said, thank you all,